Once upon a time, in the charming town of Starhaven, where kindness and friendship were the order of the day, a young boy named Oliver had a heart full of compassion for animals. Oliver was known far and wide for his caring nature and his unending love for furry, feathered, and scaly friends. He had a special bond with animals that seemed almost magical. One sunny morning, as Oliver was strolling through the colorful meadows of Starhaven, he noticed a group of animals huddled together near a large tree. As he approached, he saw that they looked lost and afraid. There were rabbits, squirrels, and even a tiny bird with a broken wing. Oliver's heart went out to them. He knelt down and spoke to them in soothing tones. "Don't worry, my friends, I'm here to help you. You're safe now." With gentle care, Oliver tended to the injured bird's wing and offered food to the hungry rabbits and squirrels. As he looked into their grateful eyes, he knew he couldn't leave them alone in the wild. That day, Oliver made a decision. He would start an animal rescue mission right here in Starhaven. With the help of his friends and the support of the townspeople, they would provide a safe haven for animals in need. The news of Oliver's mission spread like wildfire through Starhaven, and soon, children and adults alike joined him in his noble cause. They built cozy shelters, set up feeding stations, and created a safe environment for animals to recover and thrive. But Oliver's kindness didn't stop there. He believed that every animal, no matter how small or unusual, deserved love and care. So, together with his friends, he went on daring adventures to rescue animals from all corners of the town. From rescuing kittens stuck in trees to helping lost dogs find their way home, Oliver and his team were always there, ready to lend a helping hand to any creature in need. And as the seasons changed, so did the lives of the animals in Starhaven. With Oliver's unwavering love and dedication, they found not just shelter, but also friendship and a sense of belonging. Little did Oliver know that his animal rescue mission would lead to some of the most heartwarming and adventurous stories Starhaven had ever seen. One sunny afternoon, as Oliver and his friends were busy caring for their animal friends, they received an urgent call for help. A family of ducks was stranded in the middle of Starhaven's vast pond, unable to find their way back to shore. Without a moment's hesitation, Oliver and his team rushed to the scene. They knew this was no ordinary rescue mission. The pond was deep and the water was chilly, but Oliver's determination was unwavering. As they reached the pond's edge, Oliver saw the worried ducklings paddling in circles while their mother quacked anxiously. The townspeople had gathered around, offering words of encouragement. Oliver looked at his friends and said, "We can do this. We need a plan. Together." They devised a clever strategy. They would use a long rope and a makeshift raft to reach the ducks safely. With their plan in place, they carefully made their way into the pond. The water was cold, and the ducks were becoming more distressed by the minute. But Oliver knew he had to stay strong. As they approached, Oliver extended the raft towards the ducklings. At first, they hesitated, unsure of these human helpers. But Oliver spoke softly, reassuring them with his kind words. One by one, the ducklings climbed aboard. The mother duck watched with gratitude in her eyes as her babies were safely placed on the raft. Oliver and his team gently paddled back to the shore, where a cheering crowd awaited their triumphant return. As the ducks waddled back to the safety of the pond's edge, the mother duck turned to Oliver and quacked appreciatively, as if saying, "Thank you for saving my family." Oliver smiled and replied, "You're welcome, dear friends. It's all in a day's work for the Starhaven Animal Rescue Team." Word of this brave rescue quickly spread through Starhaven. Oliver and his friends became local heroes. and more animals found their way to the sanctuary, seeking shelter and care. But Oliver remained humble, reminding everyone that kindness and compassion were the real heroes of the day. And so, in the heart of Starhaven, the animal rescue mission continued, stronger than ever, reminding everyone that a small act of kindness could make the world a better place. In the days that followed the duckling rescue, Starhaven's animal rescue team was busier than ever. Animals of all shapes and sizes were finding their way to the sanctuary, seeking help and a safe place to call home. One sunny morning, as Oliver and his friends were feeding the animals, a soft, melodious chirping caught their attention. They followed the sound and found a tiny, shivering kitten hidden among the tall grass. Its eyes were big and round, filled with fear. Oliver gently scooped up the kitten and wrapped it in a warm blanket. "Don't worry, little one," Oliver whispered. "You're safe now." The kitten, whom they named Whiskers, quickly became part of the animal rescue family. Oliver and his friends nursed him back to health, feeding him and giving him a cozy place to sleep. Whiskers was no longer afraid. He had found a new home filled with love and care. As days turned into weeks, Whiskers grew stronger and more playful. He became fast friends with the other animals in the sanctuary, especially a mischievous rabbit named Rosie and a wise old parrot named Polly. They would spend their days exploring, playing hide and seek, and sharing stories of their adventures. Oliver watched with a smile as the animals formed their own little community, bound by friendship and the kindness they had received. It was a heartwarming sight, and it reminded him once again of the importance of helping those in need. One evening, as Oliver and his friends gathered around the campfire, they noticed Whiskers perched on a tree stump, his tail swaying to an imaginary tune. Oliver picked up his guitar and began to strum a soft melody. To everyone's surprise, Whiskers started to sing, his sweet, high-pitched voice filling the air. It was a magical moment, and the animals and humans joined in, creating a harmonious chorus under the starry sky. It was a reminder that love and friendship knew no boundaries, and it was a testament to the power of kindness and compassion. As they sang together, Oliver couldn't help but think that every rescue, big or small, had led them to this very moment. It was a moment of pure happiness and contentment, where every creature in Starhaven's animal rescue team knew they were exactly where they were, meant to be. The stars above twinkled in approval, as if they too were part of this wonderful family. And so, with their hearts full of love and their voices lifted in song, they drifted off to sleep, knowing that their animal sanctuary was a place of hope, happiness, and endless stories waiting to be told. The days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months. At Starhaven's Animal Rescue Sanctuary, Oliver and his friends continued to rescue animals, provide them with love and care, and give them a second chance at life. The sanctuary had grown into a haven of happiness and harmony. But one day, as they were all gathered for breakfast, Oliver noticed a worried look on Rosie the rabbit's face. She hopped over to Oliver and whispered, "Oliver, there's a family of birds in the forest who lost their nest in a storm. They have nowhere to go." Oliver knew it was a big responsibility, but he also knew he couldn't turn them away. With the help of his friends, they built a cozy nest for the birds and placed it high in a tree where they would be safe. The mother bird, named Bella, chirped her gratitude, and her little chicks chirped in delight as they settled into their new home. The animals of the sanctuary welcomed them with open arms, feathers, and paws, making them feel like part of the family. As time passed, more animals arrived at the sanctuary, each one with a unique story and a special place in Oliver's Heart, there was a lost tortoise named Timmy, a friendly snake named Sammy, and even a tiny squirrel named Squeaky who had lost her way. Oliver, with his unwavering kindness and determination, welcomed them all. He realized that his mission had evolved from simply rescuing animals to creating a loving and inclusive community where every creature, no matter their size, shape, or species, could find a home. The animals became more than just friends, they became a family. Oliver's animal rescue was now not only a sanctuary but a place of belonging, where every furry, feathered, or scaly friend had a place to call their own. One evening, as they gathered for a special dinner under the starry sky, Oliver looked around at the animals he had rescued, and his heart swelled with pride. He had learned that kindness had the power to change lives, and he had shared that lesson with everyone who came to Starhaven. With a smile on his face, Oliver raised his glass and said, "To family, to friendship, and to the endless capacity for love in this world." The animals cheered, and the stars above twinkled in agreement. As the night fell, the sanctuary was filled with the sounds of laughter, love, and the promise of many more adventures to come. And so, the story of Oliver's animal rescue came to an end, but the kindness and love it had inspired continued to shine brightly, lighting the way for all who sought refuge in the heartwarming haven of Starhaven.
Tonight's adventure ends here, but the fun never stops. The stars have twinkled, the dreams have been woven, and tonight's bedtime story has come to a close. But guess what? The adventure doesn't end here. Meet our bedtime pals. Say hello to Luna, Finn, Oliver and Stella, your dreamy friends who are always up for more magical tales. More adventures await. Before you drift into dreamland, hit that subscribe button and ring the bedtime bell. We've got countless enchanting stories waiting just for you. Cozy up for the night. Join our dreamy family and let's make bedtime the best time. Your dreams are our inspiration, and together we'll create a world filled with cozy blankets, sweet dreams, and endless adventures. Until tomorrow, sleepy stars.